Welcome to Fight Club 24/7. My name's Johnny Rashman. Right, let's get straight into it. Devin Haney retains his undisputed lightweight world titles after defeating Vasyl Lomachenko by unanimous decision. I'm a bit groggy because for those of you who don't know, I live in Manchester in the UK and we've got to watch these fights at stupid o'clock. I think it started 4:45 in the morning, so I've had to stay up all night to watch it. So I am a bit groggy. However, I can't believe the reaction of people, especially people in my comments on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. I can't believe the general consensus is that this was a robbery and Lomachenko won the fight. Like, I can't understand it. For me, I must have been watching a different fight because I thought Devin Haney controlled large parts of that fight. Now, granted, Loma surprised me how much he had left in the tank and how fast his hand speed was and his foot speed. But he had flashes of success. It wasn't constant. For me, Devin Haney, he came out very smartly, put Loma on the back foot and targeted the body, right? And I think what a lot of people are doing with this is they're not giving Haney the credit for the body work. He was so smart because rather than just headhunting Loma, which is probably the worst thing to do against a moving target, what you need to do is target the body, slow him down. And that's what he was doing. He was crushing Lomachenko to the body. Really powerful left hook to the body, right hook to the body, just pounding away, and that stopped Loma from getting in close. I thought it would be the right hand to the head, but he didn't. He very rarely went to the head, Devin Haney, and I think people are looking at it and they're thinking, and they're not giving the credit because it's body work and not head work. So when Lomachenko's thrown a straight left or a jab and it's snapped the head back of Haney, they're looking at that and the crowd's reaction and they're putting 2 and 2 together and coming up with 5. Where if you watch it consistently and if you turn the commentary off and just look at who's throwing, and look at who's throwing the shots, right? It's clear Devin Haney won the fight. Like, I can't believe people are saying Lomachenko won it. I can't say Lomachenko won that fight. Yes, he had success, and in the later rounds, he was coming on a bit strong, but Devin Haney kept his shape well. He didn't look to go to the head. He was targeting that body and he kept him at bay. How many times did you see Lomachenko create angles and pivot and move? You didn't see that a lot. I think people are looking at him when he's in the ropes and it looks flashy. The hand speed is fast and it looks great and it's effective. But that was only for little parts of the round. That wasn't consistent. You know, Devin Haney was consistent, going to the body, then coming up to the head. He'd go to the body, keep going to the body, then come to the head. Right? And he was effective with it. And I think it nullified Lomachenko. Now, you've got to give credit for me to Devin Haney because he fought a version of Lomachenko that could beat any lightweight. Like, I got that wrong in the build-up. I thought Lomachenko would struggle with the size difference and he's slowing down, but he looked fresh. He was busy consistently, and that's hard against a fighter like that, like Usyk. He puts that mental pressure on you for every second of every minute of that round, and Haney didn't wilt. He stood his ground, and I thought it was a phenomenal performance for 24 years of age and to put a performance like that, and I thought it was a great performance. I think people are looking at the weigh-in and the push and they're letting that sway their minds. I'm going to watch it back and if I'm wrong I'll say it, right? But I'm just going what I thought, and at no point did I think Lomachenko was going to win that fight. I just didn't think that. I just thought Haney was dealing with so much pressure, and yes, he's going to get caught at times and he's going to look like he's in trouble maybe at times, but he's dealing with it so well. The way they were going to the body, I know I keep saying that, but you have to give tremendous credit. He absolutely brutalized Lomachenko. Sometimes you can't see that when you're watching it on the TV. It doesn't come across. But if you know boxing, you know how effective body shots are. And trust me, Loma was feeling them. He was breathing heavy in between rounds. He was feeling those body shots. It stopped him from getting in close. Now, granted, it didn't stop him for all of the round. Right, Lomachenko did have success, and when he got in close, right, he surprisingly did push Haney back, and he was popping his head back, and he was landing the shots, and he looked good. But that wasn't consistently. That was only for little bits of the round. And I think people are looking at that and giving him more credit than what he deserves. You've got to give Haney the credit. It was a great game plan. That was a great Lomachenko. And he fought fire with fire. He didn't wilt at any stage. And it was just impressive to me how he just didn't look to go to the head. I know I keep saying it, but it's very impressive for a fighter to do that, because when someone's putting so much pressure on you, sometimes it's just easy just to swing and try and pot shot. Haney wasn't doing that. He was targeting the body and backing it up with combinations to the head. Okay, it wasn't 3 4s and 5s, but it was 1 2s and 3s, and it was strong and it was effective. Right? It was powerful. I've said pre-fight, Haney might not be a one-punch KO artist, but he's powerful enough to stop you in your tracks. You know, he's a snappy, explosive puncher. And that he was feeling the body shots, Lomachenko. The commentary from Chris Algieri, I thought it was very, very poor. Very pro Lomachenko. Didn't give Haney any credit. Even when Haney was landing clear shots, he just wasn't giving him credit. He kept saying Haney doesn't throw body shots, but that's just a lie. If you watch Haney throughout his career, he's always thrown that right hook to the body very, very well. He's always targeted the body. So I'm not sure what Chris Algieri is saying there. I thought it was very poor on the commentary team. I thought it was very pro Lomachenko. And I think putting that into the mix, along with the push on Friday, and along with how competitive Lomachenko made it, I think people are putting more into this and seeing what they want to see. Like, that's what I generally think. Watch it back and turn the commentary off and give credit for Haney's bodywork, honestly, and then tell me you thought Lomachenko won that fight, because I thought Haney was putting him on the back foot for large parts of the fight. And you just can't say Lomachenko won a round because the head went back and he landed a few flashy combinations. That's not enough to win the round. He was dictating the round. Yes, Lomachenko won rounds, but he did not win enough to win that fight. I thought Haney controlled the fight as best that he could. You've got to remember he's fighting an absolute legend and master in there who's still, that surprisingly, at the top of his game. Like, that is not a shot fighter on an active fighter. He looked fresh throughout the fight. So it was very impressive from Devin Haney. But I am shocked. I'm looking at the comments, and I do have to go back, because when everyone's saying they think Lomachenko's win, maybe I have got it wrong. I don't know. I always go with my instinct, and I looked at that fight properly. I didn't let the commentary sway me, and I was giving Haney credit. But as I say, you've got to take your emotion out of it and just look at the fight, not who's pushed who and whatever. Turn the commentary off, watch it again, and let me know, because I will do the same. Right, let me know your thoughts. Do you think I'm talking rubbish? Do you agree with me? Who do you think won that fight, Haney or Lomachenko? Like, comment, subscribe, let me know.